What if I told you that D half diminished is the same as F minor, but with 6 in the bass? Well, I'm telling you, starting off at varsity, particularly in my undergrad studies, there was a lot of, I was overwhelmed, and there was a lot of, oh my gosh, so many chords. When I was given a lead sheet, it was like, bro, like what, how am I going to play all of this? And the more I studied harmony, the more I played different kinds of songs and came across different progressions, the more it was a thing of, when I practiced, I wanted to find as many connections as possible so that I didn't have to think about all of these chords. And when you spend time with harmony, you start to realize that a lot of these chords are derivatives of each other, like the half diminished chord. I just played two different 2-5-1s, a major 2-5-1 and a minor 2-5-1. And what I did is I used drop to F minor 6 voicings in a kind of a descending way. So then I went to the chord 5. And then I used the same drop 2 for D half diminished. I even use a G as the top note. And when I come across a D half diminished chord, I think about all the things that I use over F minor. I think we spend a lot of time practicing major 2-5-1s, probably more than minor 2-5-1s. And all the things that I play over F minor, they come to my mind, well, most of them anyway. I can play, that was an improvisation of a major 2-5-1. Here's the same thing in a half diminished. Here, this dominant part of the improv wouldn't work, because this would be a major 7, although it doesn't sound too bad, but theoretically speaking, it's not right. Even though I can play the same minor things, here's F minor, here's D half diminished 2-5, right? That's more or less the same thing. I could have probably done it exactly the same way. Yeah, that works exactly as it is. Or exactly the same thing. Just because you employ the F minor 2-5-1 ideas into the minor 2-5-1 doesn't mean to say that it's always going to work. You still have to approach it a little bit differently. Example, when you think of D half diminished, the flat 5 is the point of interest, right? That's where you want to put your focus on. Flat 5, for F minor, the point of interest for me tends to be the 3rd and the 5. Right? So we would approach these two chords a little differently. You know, a song that I think of is Softly as in a Morning Sunrise. Right? Because it modulates to the major. So in the A section we have minor 2/5. Then we have major 2/5 1. A great way to practice this, or to even show you now, is to say, you know, let me see how many ideas, how many same or similar ideas I can get over that minor 2/5. Let's take this one. This lick. This one. It's also true, you know, to the resolving points, which are C minor and E flat. They are obviously also related. It's not just the two chords. So we can get away with a lot of language that we have practiced in the major over the minor, like this lick that I was trying to force into. What about this one? I'm just gonna go to the major. So that's the idea. Why don't you go to your instrument and maybe think about the half diminished a little differently, a little bit more simpler. This is definitely a much simpler way to think about it, and I think it might make your life a little bit more easier. So I hope that helped.